Well, it's time now for business. South Korea's central bank has raised interest rates amid rising inflation. To tell us more about this, Yuka Roy joins us in the studio. Yuka.
Well, Hexie, it's the second time it's done so since the summer, and the move had been widely expected. Now, the Bank of Korea's policy board lifted borrowing costs by 25 basis points to 1%. Now, the central bank has been tightening its monetary policy and withdrawing the massive stimulus introduced in 2020 to ease the impact of the pandemic. Now, this amid concerns about rising household debt and consumer prices. A further rate hike is expected by the end of next year. Rising inflation indicates that an economy is growing, but if prices are rising faster than wages, then the government may raise interest rates to discourage people from borrowing and spending and encourage saving. Concerns over rising inflation dominated the US Federal Reserve's November policy meeting. As minutes released Wednesday showed, some members suggested that the central bank should speed up the tapering off of its massive bond buying program. The Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, a key measure of inflation, rose 4.1% in October compared to a year ago. If volatile food and energy costs were included, the headline figure accelerated to 5% year on year. That's the highest level in 31 years. With the interest rate being low, people are less encouraged to save their money. Here in France, October is traditionally a big spending month, but even more so this year. The popular government-regulated savings account scheme, known as Livret A, saw its largest outflow since 2014 as account holders withdrew more money than they put in. Verica Ball and our colleagues at France Télévisions have the story.
It's a scheme offered by all French banks, and it may be about to bring in a bit more. The Livret A is a tax-free instant access savings account held by around 55 million people in France. At the end of 2021, the interest rate on a Livret A account was 0.5%, but this may be increased by the government to 0.8% in February 2022.
0,8 c'est bien, c'est mieux que 0,5. Moi, petite retraitée. C'est très dur, donc ça suffit pas.
Ça ne permet pas d'acheter beaucoup plus de choses à la fin de l'année. On serait mieux à avoir une baisse des prix qu'une augmentation du livret A.
This comes as rates of interest have steadily plunged. In 2013, interest rates for the Livret A was around 2.25%, but last year dropped to its historic low of 0.5%. With borrowing costs being so low, people have been encouraged to spend rather than save. But some economists think that with the prices rising, the increase wouldn't have such a significant impact on savers.
Ça montre aussi que malgré cette hausse du taux, même si on arrive à 1% de taux, de 0,5 à 1%, ça ne compense pas l'augmentation de l'inflation, parce que l'inflation en 2022 devrait être quand même supérieure à 1%, ce qui veut dire que le rendement du livret A, une fois qu'on prend en compte cette inflation, finalement, n'est pas si intéressant.
Last month, savers withdrew more money than they deposited. A cash outflow of just under €3 billion, a record since 2014. This is the opposite of life insurance accounts, which have grown steadily in recent months.
That was Verica Ball reporting there. Let's take a quick check on the markets. European trading getting off to a positive start this Thursday, tracking Wall Street's performance the previous day. As you can see there, London's FTSE up by 0.1%, Paris's CAC 40 up by 0.4%. A mixed trading day earlier in Asia, Tokyo's Nikkei rebounding from the previous day's fall, Seoul dropping by about 0.5%. This following, of course, that latest decision rate hike decision from the central bank. Pharma giant Pfizer has sued a long-time employee for stealing corporate secrets as she prepared to jump to a competitor. The company accuses the staff and Associate Director of Statistics of stealing scores of confidential documents, including some related to its COVID-19 vaccine. According to the lawsuit, she repeatedly tried to cover her tracks to hide more than 12,000 confidential files she uploaded to her personal computer. A district judge in California has issued an order temporarily blocking the staff from using Pfizer's trade secrets, pending a longer injunction next month. The chief executive of JP Morgan Chase says he regrets his recent joke about China. Jamie Dimon had said at an event that his Wall Street bank would last longer than the Chinese Communist Party. Issuing a statement, he said that he should not have made that comment and that he was only trying to emphasize the strength and longevity of the financial giant. Diamond's comments had risked jeopardizing JP Morgan's growth ambitions in China, where it won regulatory approval in August to become the first full foreign owner of a securities brokerage in the country. That's it for business for now.
Yuka Roy, thank you very much.